Hello, amazing people. So I thought that I would set up a lunchtime chat. Well, at least it's lunchtime here in Australia. I do believe it's evening in Canada and America. So if you're watching this, let me know what time it is when you're watching this. If you watch the replay, let me know what time it was when you watched the replay, just so I can gauge it a little bit more. So on Wednesday, which was yesterday, I gave a 6 a.m. live a chance to see what would happen. One of the things I find is that when I am spontaneous and I just jump up and I do a live, all of a sudden all these people are on there, and I'm trying to find the right time to reach as many people as possible, to bring value to as many people as possible. So just playing with the time. Now, I thought that what I would love to do, and I'm just repositioning myself just a little, one of the things that I would love to do is have a chat with you, like find out a little bit more about you. What makes you the amazing, unique person you are? And please drop a hi in the chat. Like the video. That would help me greatly. I'd really appreciate that. So what I would love to do is actually connect with people in conversation around empowerment, around what makes them feel alive and taking that mask off to be uniquely you. If you'd love to share, I'd love to know. In the meantime, what I would love to talk about is external validation. And this is something that's been coming up a lot with a lot of my clients, is that they're stressed. They're, have you ever had that experience? So I'd love for you to share. Have you ever had that experience in your life where you're super excited about a goal or a dream, whatever it is, you're like, I'm so excited, and you share it with your family, your friends, your loved ones, and you're so excited that you think, yeah, of course they're going to share it with me. Like, of course they're going to be excited. And so you're there and go, hey, I've just had this amazing experience, or I've just got this amazing dream for a business. And you share it with people. And they go, oh, yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. But, and here's the thing, when you are relying on that external validation to be as excited as you are, especially from people that are close to you, and you don't get it, what happens? What happens for you? I'd love to know. Like, what works for you? What is it that you sit and you think, yes, I'm super excited, and I don't mind if my friends and family aren't? Have you ever had that experience where you're more excited than everyone else? And have you then felt disappointed when they haven't shared it with you? What are your wins so far for this week? Share them here and let's celebrate you. Like, what are they that makes you feel so excited right now in your life? Your wins. What is one thing? I can share one. It's a little boring, but I'll share it anyway. So, I had a coffee machine that was almost 2 years old, so it was still under warranty, and the other day, it just wasn't working. It just it kept saying it wanted to, what is it, descale. So it wanted to clean. So I did that, and it didn't seem to stop it. So I'm like, "Okay, that's annoying." So I grabbed it and I took it to the store. And I said, "Okay, so my coffee machine isn't working. It's wanting to just continue this cycle of cleaning. Could I exchange it? Like, it's still under warranty. What's the rule?" And they said, "Yeah, sure. We'll contact the company, we'll put in the fault, and we'll get you sorted with a new one." So yesterday at my front door was the parcel. So it was from the company, and I was expecting it to be the exact same coffee maker. Uh-uh. I got one that's even better. I'm like, wow. And it costs a lot more money too, which was a real shock because I just thought they change them over, right? No, I actually got one that was it was so much better. It does all these amazing things. It's a hotter cup of coffee. Now I know it's a coffee machine, right? But it's such a big win. Was it, $1,000 in my pocket? No, but I still have a coffee machine. I have an even better coffee machine. And I shared that win with a family member today, and she goes, "Oh, wow," and she was asking me all the questions about it, and I sent her a photo, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, that's really nice." She's still not getting one, but she was like, "Yeah, that's super cool." So what is your win so far this week, whether it's Wednesday or Thursday, wherever you are? What is your week been like? What is your win? I'd love to hear it. Don't be shy. It's okay. Feel free to share. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate your wins. I really wanted these lives to be um, interactive, to be where we can celebrate you, where we can encourage you, where we can have a little bit of fun. I do a lot of educational videos anyway, like I do a lot of videos talking about different things. But let me share with you as we, get more people joining us. And I thank you to those of you that are here. Thank you for whether it's your lunch break or whether it's maybe your evening, wherever you are, for joining. And I'd love for you to click the like button. That would be awesome as well. I'm just thinking that, so just thinking back about external validation. I could, I don't know, it's a coffee machine, right? I get it. I could celebrate that coffee machine, that win, and I didn't need anyone else to celebrate it with me. When I've shared it with a few people, they're like, "Oh, wow, that was super cool." But I also know that when I have shared, welcome to everybody joining us. It's so great to have you here. This is just for those joining. This is just a time where we can just have a chat. I'd love to celebrate you. I'd love to hear about your win for the week. You can just pop it in chat. And let's celebrate you and your wins so far for the week, whether it's Wednesday or whether it's Thursday. Just share it. Give us a hi, just something. This is about just having connection and conversation. What I do want to talk about this though. I find doing these lives so interesting. And the reason is that last week I was down by the beach, and I think it was around 7 o'clock at night. And I thought I was on my phone, and I couldn't do it for very long on my phone. It got really hot. And so I just went live. I'm going to give it a go. Going to see how it works. And the only reason it ended so quickly was because my screen got so hot. I couldn't see anything, but chat was flying and people were high, and I thought, wow, it's really interesting. And as I shared, I tried at 6 a.m. Melbourne time, and I had like one person. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And then today we've had people come in, we've had people leave. It's like, oh, I wonder what this is about. I can formulate this to being something that you would love to see value in, that you would appreciate. To do that effectively, I've got to get the feedback. I've got to hear from you what it is that you'd love to talk about. Everything I do at ISOL with Jacqui G is about empowering you. It's recently I was asked why. Why do I have my business? Why did I rebrand? Why? Well, I did it because for ages I did personal training and I did weight management, so I can talk to those. And I shared my journey of weight transformation. So going from 168 kilos to I sit around 64 now. Doing that. And then what I did was I went and studied more personal training and more health and well-being. And I realized what was missing for me was being accepted for me when I was working with a professional, like whether it was a coach or whether it was a personal trainer, the dietitian, whomever. It was they had a particular way that we're going to follow a particular structure. Have you ever been to someone like that? So they have a very particular structure on the type of services and how they're going to provide it for you and all of that. That's great. They've got to follow it because they have registrations and they have, licenses and things like that. But how often do you go to this specialist and you tell them your story, you tell them your experience? But they still tell you the mainstream way, which maybe you've given that a go. Then as the years went by, I thought, okay, we can do better. There's got to be a better way. As I learnt more about being autistic, having ADHD, and I did a lot of self-reflection, I realized that a lot of the miscommunication with the people that I have worked with my clients and who like sort of clients that I've worked with, and then their clients that they've worked with, there's this massive miscommunication that goes on. And when we can't communicate effectively, we can't come up with the right plan for somebody. And that's when I realized that that was the gap. Now, recently, I've been thinking about the whole AI thing and ChatGTP, and if it's okay, I might bore you with a story. So, I work with a lot of businesses on business compliance as well as business growth and connection and leadership. And one of my areas that I work with businesses in is the NDIS. If you're not familiar with it, it's the National Disability Insurance Scheme. Lately, I've had a lot of people come to me and share that they're struggling. They're struggling with the constant changes. They're struggling with the language that's used around communicating changes, and their business is struggling with growth. We're seeing funding cuts in plans, and it becomes a lot. So one of the things that I thought was, as I listened to these businesses, is that they say to me, I went to ChatGTP and I asked ChatGTP what I could do about, growing my business. I went to ChatGTP and asked what I could do. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. What I could do for my clients. What could I do? And they started talking about all the different aspects of their business that they went to Chat GTP about. And I'm like, oh, interesting. I said, well, how did that work out for you going to Chat GTP, so AI? And they said, well, it didn't, because it was focusing on what was relevant last year. So as I was out driving yesterday, I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about all the people that are coming to me and telling me the same thing. And then people that are not NDIS, but people that are wanting to learn more about their neurodiversity and how to fit in the world and take that mask off and be them. And I realized that ChatGTP can write a book. So I'm writing a book at the moment. I'm editing it. It's called Empowered Woman. And literally, I could probably go to ChatGTP and say, I want a book called this with these chapters, these theories, and it would write it for me, right? I think I've seen that advertised where you get this whole ebook and it can all be automated and formatted and done beautifully, right? Who doesn't want the easy way? I know I do. Let's do easy. But easy isn't always best. So thinking about these businesses and thinking about the people that are neurodivergent, that want to be accepted, and they go to ChatGPT and they get all these ideas, but it doesn't really work for them. And the reason it doesn't work for them is because there's no human connection. So sure, a lot of the work I do, yeah, ChatGTP or AI in some form can probably replace me. But the part that I love the most, the part that I'm so passionate about the most, that part ChatGTP cannot replace. And that's that human connection. And that's another reason why I wanted to do these live streams once a week to connect with you, the people that are either watching right now or the people that watch the replay. I want to connect with you and hear your wins. I want to celebrate with you, and that let's support each other in a positive, respectful way. I mean, we're always going to get people that aren't so positive. That's all part of it, right? It's an idea, and I'm giving it a go. And if it doesn't work, it's okay, because I know in my business and I know when I do events. So recently I did an event, was with a business, and everybody did their I saw personality profile quiz. It's free. It's on my website. They did that, and then I took them all through their unique success code. And I'm still getting amazing feedback of, wow, now I'm using this success code and I'm applying it to this part of my life, and oh my gosh, like it works. And the surprise that it works. But that's that human connection, right? It's that knowing who we are and how we communicate and how we face challenges. So no matter whether you have an NDIS business, whether you are in America or Canada, Australia, or somewhere else in the world, let's connect a little more. Let's support each other, because we all need support. And if I go back to my earlier part of the conversation around external validation, that external validation of wanting other people outside of ourselves to appreciate us, give us that positive feedback. Sometimes we don't get it from the people that are closest to us. We have to get it from somewhere else. And it's okay to get that external validation as long as it's helping you to also do internal validation, because your internal validation is what's going to take you next level. So I've decided that I'm just going to keep showing up at around 1 p.m. Australian time every Thursday. I think I'll give the 6 a.m. on Wednesdays a miss, and I'm just going to show up at 1 p.m. on Thursdays. And I'd love for each of you to show up, and we'll talk about empowerment in whatever capacity, whether it's communication, whether it's support. But every week, I want to be able to celebrate you. I'd love to be able to cheer you on for your goals and your dreams. We just pop in, say hi, have a bit of a chat. Well, maybe you're having lunch or maybe you're in the evening, and let's connect every Thursday, Australian time, Wednesday in America and Canada and everywhere else in the world. And let's connect and support each other. Just have a chat. Come in, stay as long as you want. Now, just before we wrap this up, because I don't want to hold you up for very long, but I do appreciate you being here. I'd love to share with you that over the coming weeks, I'm bringing out some memberships. Now, there's some for disability businesses specifically, there's some for business owners, and there's those for individuals that are wanting to have this clarity and connection in their life that they love, where they feel fully supported. So outside of these lives each week, we'll cheer you on in the membership as well. And I'm not going to drop links here today because I don't want it to be a sales pitch. I would like you to hit the like button though. But each week we'll come here and we can support each other. And I will share a little bit more about the memberships because they're going to be another way that you can access resources and tools to live an empowered life that's uniquely you. So I'm just going to wrap it up here. I think, it's nearly half an hour. And I think that for a beginning, we're doing okay. I'd love, as I said, each week, pop in, share a win, be cheered on, be supported. Cheer others on. As we grow this, let's cheer others on. And everybody is welcome. Business owners, non-business owners, mums, dads, everybody is welcome. Pop in, let's have a Thursday chat. Let's support each other. And the more we come together and support each other, the better this world becomes for all of us. And don't worry, it's not about a sales pitch. It's not about any of that. It's really just checking in. Hello to you, those of you who have just joined us. Could you please click that like button? I'd appreciate that. If you want to say hi in chat, you can. If you're watching this as a replay, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and come back next week. Because we're going to grow this. We're going to grow this live where you are fully supported by so many people. That's my goal. It's informal. It's relaxed. And when I work out, I think it's Streamlabs, when I work that out, we could probably even play some music if I can work that out properly. So give me patience and time with that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for popping in, for the love, for the likes. And if you're watching the replay, thank you. As I said, it's an informal chat. It's just getting together, connecting, and supporting each other. If you want me to talk to a particular topic, I can, mostly. I have limitations. But this is meant to be light, relaxed, and hopefully a bit of fun. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the likes. So appreciate it. And thank you for the support. You have an amazing rest of the day or evening, and have an amazing rest of the week, whatever day it is for you. Thank you. I appreciate you.